Hey, so last week I asked you for questions to answer in a Q&A, and you provided plenty of them, so without any further ado, let's get going! An anonymous user on Tumblr asks, if you were in an opera, what opera would it be and what part would it be? You know, I thought about this for quite a bit actually, and I finally decided that I didn't want to take any boring old heroic tenor role, so I think the one that would best suit me would be Papageno in the Magic Flute. I think that would just be a blast. So another Tumblr user has asked, what do you do when you are going to prom with friends, but your friends are inter-friend group dating, which means that I am the only single one in a group of 7 friends. They try to make it seem like it isn't weird, but it always is. Do you have any suggestions on what to do? You know what? Just have fun. You don't have anybody tying you down, so you can just go and do whatever you want. Stay on the dance floor. Find other single people. Your friends are probably just going to make a circle of dancing because the guys are going to be too awkward to dance if your high school experience is anything like mine. And so you can just stand with your friends who want to dance and not feel the romantic symbolic pressure of the night. If anything, I feel like you're in a much better situation than they are because their relationships are probably going to end and your relationship with yourself is going to be forever. So just have fun. Okay, now hopping over to YouTube, Lizzie Radio asks, how was your move? Was it financially, emotionally difficult and stressful, or was it not too bad? Yeah, I didn't really talk about this that much, but it was hecka stressful. I had a chunk of money saved up from going to Korea, but it was spent within I spent 3 months unemployed. And when I got the job that I have now, I was actually down to the dregs of my bank account and paid for December with a credit card that I'm still paying off. So it's nice to be able to provide for myself now, and I definitely feel like I'm in a much better situation and I'm very happy to be independent, but I'm not going to pretend like it was a cakewalk. It definitely had its own struggles, and I've had a nice crash course in adulthood, and I don't know. So it was good, it was bad, as life is. Jared Selleck asks, what do you think of the less than famous panelists this year? I actually don't know who any of them are, and I'm very excited to see what they have to say because people who I do know, people who I'm friends with, I pretty much already know their opinions because we have these conversations all the time behind the screen. So I'm really excited to see these new people and how they are. And I do feel a sense of kind of paternal pride because I was on the first panel and it's like, I want to see it succeed. And so, yeah, I'm just really excited. Speckley asks, are you still doing Opera in Brief or has that project wrapped up? Yes, I am still doing Opera in Brief. The thing is, it's on a contract basis with the Dallas Opera and it's advertising for their season. So it's pretty much by their schedule. But yes, that is still a thing that I'm doing and I'm very excited to still do it. It's like the weirdest thing that's happened in my YouTube career because it's something that is actually paying me money for doing something that I just threw out on a whim 3 years ago. But life is crazy sometimes. Laura Hicks asks, do you sleep with socks on? Yes, when it's cold, I do. I don't have much else to say about that. Ashleyness Vlogs asks, what is your musical background and what motivated you to start the Listener's Guide? Well, I've been studying music for about 20 years now, and I graduated with my degree in music education from Indiana University, which is also where I'm going back in the fall to study musicology for my master's. And I just felt like I was missing a lot in high school. There was a lot of stuff that I was really curious about, and so what's really motivating me is to make videos that I wish I had in high school when I was at that stage, and to kind of encourage people to think about music in ways outside of just performance, because that's pretty much all the exposure that people get nowadays. And I hope that comes across. This is my chance to give a shameless plug. Please do subscribe to and support the Listener's Guide because that's the project that I really believe in the most right now. Emily Enns asks, what was the most mind-blowing movie you've ever seen and what made it blow your mind? This has got to be Psycho, and I don't want to give anything away to anyone who hasn't seen it yet because I went in it without any spoilers except for that one really famous scene that if you don't know about it, I'm not even going to tell you what that is. It was just super good, full of twists, but very well crafted. And what really blows my mind about it is going back and watching it again, you know, the third, fourth, fifth time. You pick up on more that's kind of leading to these twists, and you can see, once you know, the dramatic irony is that much more palpable. It's just such a well-made movie. Ian Russ asks, what is the most positive thing about vlogging and having a YouTube channel? And for me, the biggest part of this experience has been the fact that it has helped me find like-minded people, because I know as a viewer it's really nice to find people who are saying things that are comforting to you and know that you're not the only one feeling that way. And you get that like tenfold as a creator, because I can just say something that's on my mind and I know that there will be multiple people who come back to me and say, hey, I'm the same way. And it's just made me that much more comfortable with myself and that much more comfortable putting myself out there. It's given me a great sense of self-confidence. That and the friendship, obviously, that's come out of it would probably be the two biggest things that I've taken away from having a YouTube channel. So that's all I can do for today. I'm sorry if I didn't get to your questions. Some of them I have actually written down to expound on in full videos, and other ones I just wasn't able to answer, and I'm sorry. If you do have any questions left, I might do this again, so just leave them in the comments, and I will see you all next week. Hey, buddy.